Welcome! In front of me I have HUAWEI Nova 10 SE and I'm gonna show you a few tricks you can use on this phone. First I'm gonna show you how to turn on and how to turn off the dark mode on this phone. So let's open the settings on our phone by tapping on the settings icon. In settings, scroll through the menu and find the option called display and brightness. Tap on it. Oh, my bad. Display and brightness. Tap on it. And here we have option called dark mode. And you can enable it by tapping on the switch. And that's how the dark mode looks like. And to disable it, you can tap on the switch again. You can also enable or disable this mode by using the control panel. So if you swipe down from the top right side of the screen, it will open the control panel. Then you can swipe on the list of icons right here, swipe down to open the whole list, and you should see the dark mode icon on the list. Tap on it to enable the mode and tap on it again to disable it. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to change the refresh rate of the screen. So basically you need to open the settings, go to the display and brightness, here scroll down and find the option called screen refresh rate. Tap on it and here we can select three options: dynamic, high and standard. Dynamic basically switches automatically between refresh rates to balance the smoothness of the screen with the battery life. High option basically selects the highest refresh rate available, but it will use more power, and the standard option will set the refresh rate to 60 Hz, and it's gonna be stuck at 60 Hz, but it's gonna be saving more power in the process. So if you want to save the battery life, you can select standard option. If you want to have the highest refresh rate, you can select high, and if you want to have the balance, you can select dynamic by simply tapping on one. And once you're done, you can go back to settings. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to use the one-handed mode. So let's scroll down through these settings, find the option called accessibility features and tap on it. And here, as you can see, we have the one-handed mode option. Tap on it. Right here we can enable it or disable it by tapping on the switch. And to use it, simply swipe on the bottom edge of the screen from the middle to the side. So if you swipe from the middle to the right and hold, it should open the screen in one-handed mode on the right side. Basically how it works, it shrinks the screen. And once it shrinks the screen, it basically allows you to use the phone easier with only one hand. So for example, if I grab it with only one hand, I can use it easier with only one hand like this. Okay, and if you want to close this mode, simply tap on the area around the screen like this. And if you want to open it on the left side, you simply swipe from the middle to the left, hold like this. And it basically works the same for every type of navigation, so for the button navigation and for the gesture navigation. Okay, let's go back to the accessibility and features, and here's couple more things I want to show you. For example, shortcuts and gestures. If you tap on it, here we have different gestures and shortcuts we can use on our phone. The AI voice option allows us to wake up the AI voice feature by pressing and holding the power button for a second. So if you enable this option, press and hold the power button for a second or two, it will open the AI voice. But if you disable this option, nothing will happen. So if you like it or not, you can enable or disable it. Next we have Ultra Snapshot. So let's tap on it, and this option allows us to basically either take a quick picture when the screen is turned off, or open the camera up when the screen is turned off. So by default it's gonna be open camera. So if we turn off the screen, double press the volume down button quickly, it will open the camera up. But we can change it to take a snapshot, so basically take a quick picture with a camera. So if you select this option, lock the screen, double press the button, it's gonna take a picture like this. And if you select off, of course, it's gonna be disabled and nothing will happen if you press the down button twice. Okay, let's wake up the screen, unlock it, and go back to the shortcuts and gestures. Next option is take screenshot. And here we can enable or disable different ways of taking screenshot. For example, we have knuckle screenshot. So if you enable this option, you can take a screenshot by knocking on the screen with your knuckle. Twice, basically. Like this. Next option is three finger screenshot. Basically, if you enable it, you can take a screenshot by swiping three fingers down on the screen. Like this. So if you like these options, you can enable them. If you don't like them, you can disable them. Next we have record screen. And here we can basically do the same for the screen record feature. So we can start the screen recording by knocking twice with two knuckles. Like this. As you can see, the recording started, and we can stop it. So if you like it, you can keep it enabled. If you don't like it, you can disable it. Next we have wake screen, and here we can enable or disable two features: rise to wake and double tap to wake. Rise to wake is basically when you lift your phone to your, like, facing your face, it's gonna wake up the screen. So if we lock the screen, raise it like this, it's gonna wake up the screen. And double tap to wake is basically when you lock the screen, you can wake it up by double tapping on it. Quite simple. Okay. And below wake screen, we have the option called mute ringtone reduce volume. So tap on it, and this, or here we can enable or disable two features: flip to mute ringtone and rise to reduce volume. If you enable flip to mute ringtone and somebody is calling it, or calling you rather, my bad, you can quickly mute the ringtone on it by rotating the phone face down, like on the animation, like this. And if you enable rise to reduce volume, basically you can rise your phone like we did with the wake up feature, and it's gonna reduce the volume of the call. Okay, let's go back to the accessibility features, and here I have another thing I want to show you: multi-window. Tap on it and we can enable it. What this feature does, it allows you to open the apps in pop-up windows, split screen, and also use it as a shortcut menu. So once you enable this option, you can swipe from the edge of the screen and hold. You will see this icon with the four rectangles on it. And once you release the finger, the menu will open on the screen. And here, as you can see, we have list of apps. And for example, if you tap on one of the apps, it will open the app in the pop-up window. This small window, you can move around on the screen. So to move around this window, we can press and hold on this blue bar, like this. If you want to resize this window, you can grab it from the edge and resize it. You can close these windows to close the app. You can also minimize this window, and it's gonna jump to the side right here, and it's gonna stay on this icon. You can tap on it to bring it back. And if you want to open the app in full screen, you can tap on this icon with the triangles on it, like this. Okay, so that's how you open the app in the pop-up window. If you want to use the split screen, you need to open the app. First, you need to open the app that supports the split screen mode. For example, we have already a browser opened, so it should support the split screen. Now, let's open the multi-window again, and now find the app that we want to open. For example, files, and if you tap on files, it's gonna open the files in pop-up window again. So we can move this window around like this. And if you want to use the split screen, we need to grab the window by pressing and holding on the blue bar. And then once you press and hold on it, you can move it to the top of the screen and drop it to open the apps in split screen. Here we can change the ratio of the apps on the screen, like that. We can also move the apps or change the places of the apps. So if I grab the top app by pressing and holding on the bar, I can move it to the bottom to switch the places. And to close the split screen mode, we can press and hold on this bar in between the apps and then drag it to the bottom or the top of the screen, like this. We can also edit the multi-window menu a little. So we can open it like this, then scroll down through it, and you should see this icon right here. If you tap on it, it will open the list of apps. And now we can add more icons to this side panel, this panel that we can scroll through, by tapping on this plus button. If you tap on it, you will enter the edit mode. And here we can add new icons by tapping on the plus, like this. We can remove the icons by tapping on the minus. And we can also reorder the icons by pressing and holding on one, and then dragging it through the menu, like this. And once you're done editing this menu, you can tap on the check mark to confirm. Okay, now let's go back to settings and disable the multi-window window for now, my bad, and go back to the main page of settings. Now scroll down and tap on the system and updates rather. And here's the last thing I want to show you, which is the system navigation. Tap on it. And here basically we can select or choose the type of navigation we want to use on our phone. The gestures is basically you need to perform the gestures to navigate your system. So you can swipe from the side to the middle to go back, and it works on both sides. Oh my bad. Like this. You can swipe up to the middle of the screen, from the bottom to the middle to go to the home screen, and you can swipe from the bottom to the middle and hold to open the recent apps. That's how the gestures navigation work. You can also tap on settings right here to enable or disable the option to slide across bottom to switch apps. This basically allows you to switch apps by swiping on my button. Basically swipe like this on the bottom of the screen, like this, to switch between apps. Okay, let's go back to the system navigation, and let's select the free key navigation. This is the older way of navigating the system. Basically you have the three buttons at the bottom of the screen, and you can use them to navigate the system. The recent apps menu, recent apps button, home button, and the back button. And we can also customize it a little. We can tap on settings, and here we can select different types of key configuration, as you can see, and two of them have this other icon on it. Basically what this icon does, it opens the notification panel so you can check the notifications. Okay, we can also enable or disable the option to hide the navigation bar. If you enable it, you will see this icon right here. You can tap on it to hide the navigation bar, and then you can bring it back by swiping up from the bottom of the screen. And one more thing we can do is tap on more in the system navigation menu, and here we can enable the navigation dock. What it does is basically you will have this dot on the screen, the circle, and you can use it to navigate the system. So let's enable it. You will see that we have the icon, or rather the dot on the screen, and we can move it by touching and swiping on the screen like that. Quickly you need to basically start dragging it immediately. So that's how you move it. You can tap on this icon to go back, like that. You can press and hold on the icon to go back to home screen. And if you want to open the recent apps, you press and hold on the circle, then drag it to the left or right side of the screen and release it, and it's gonna open the recent apps menu. Okay, let's disable it. And that's about all. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving the like on the video.